Hello everyone, I welcome all of you once again for the new topic related to sets. So far we have completed complex number, chapter 5 of NCERT book, and we have started already the topic sets. In the previous video I have told you that what is set, how to represent a set, and what are the types of sets. In today's class we are dealing with the continuation of the topic related to sets. So all of you are ready. I'm going to start. Please see the video very carefully. Now the first topic that we are going to start today is subset. Suppose we have two sets A and B, A containing the element A, B, C and D, and B containing the all alphabets of English language. So we see that A is a part of B. A set is a part of B set. So in that case we can say that A is the subset of B. So as per the definition, if there are two sets such that all the elements of A are a part of B, means B is a big set and A is that part, small set. So we can say A is 1, 2, 3, 4, B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A is called the subset of B. So a part of a set is called its subset. The symbol for subset is this C. Just like C representation, A is a subset of B. Now to understand the topic subset, we need to understand that phi is the subset of every set. If we have any set, the first subset of that particular set is phi. Phi means empty set which contain no elements at all. And then number of subset a set can form, if we have a set given, how many subset it can form is called its power set. And to calculate that number of set, we have a formula 2 to the power n. Suppose we have a set like this, it contains 4 elements, then substituting the value 4 here, we get 2 to the power 4, 16. So the number of subset it can form is 16. In this way we can calculate number of subsets. Now after knowing about the subsets, that subset is a part of a set. We have a set that contains the whole universe is called the universal set. A set that contains every little element of this whole universe. That particular set is called universal set. The symbol is U. The capital U with some slight design above. This is called symbol of universal set. I hope you understand the meaning of subset, the properties related to subset and the universal set. In the next video, I will tell you, or in the continuation of this video, I will tell you the intervals related to subset. Now we are going to see some more properties related to subsets. But before that, we have to understand some characteristics of a subset. So we will see if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. If these two conditions satisfy, that A is the subset of B and B is also the subset of A, then there is condition that A should be equal to B. This symbol indicates if and only, means if these two are equal, then A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, or vice versa also. So if we have two sets, both are subset of each other, then we can say that both sets are equal. Now we'll see how to make subsets. For example, we have to find the subsets of A, 1, 2, 3. Elements are 1, 2, 3. Now since the number of elements is 3, number of subsets is equal to 2 to the power n, which represents the power set. 2 to the power 3 gives us 8. So the subsets are, the first subset should be 5, then 1, individually 2, then 3, then making pair 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So every set must be a subset of itself. Every set must be a subset of itself. As we can see here, 1, 2, 3 is also a part of the subset. So the number of subsets forms is 8. In this way we can calculate number of sets. But for calculating number of subsets, we have to understood two main things. Phi should be a part and the set should be a part of the subset. Now, these are some basic properties. N, natural number, is the subset of integers and both are the subset of rational number. I have indicated here. N represents natural number, Z represents integers, Q represents rational number, R represents real number and T represents irrational number. N subset of Z and Z is a subset of Q. Q is a subset of R, that is rational number is the subset of real number. Irrational is also a subset of real number. Natural number is not a subset of this irrational. It is a subset of rational, but it is not a subset of irrational. Now, using these properties, we can calculate the subsets. Now, we have some intervals representation in the subset of R. Please see this topic very carefully. Suppose it is written like this: y such that a less than y less than b. Here we have the value of y must not include a and b. This is called open interval and it is represented by this small brackets. Here the value of y must not be equal to a or equal to b. This is called open interval, and if it is written like this: a less than equal y less than equal b, that is, here the value of y may be equal to a and may be equal to b also. In this, it is called closed interval, since we have the equal to sign in after the less than equal to sign. That is denoted by a, b in the square bracket. So the major difference between both is that in this the limits are a and b. In this the limits must not be a and b. The value should not be equal to a and b. In this it can be equal also. So this is open interval and this is closed. Open is represented in small brackets and closed is represented in square brackets. Now if it is written like this, here we have the square bracket and here we have the open bracket. This is open interval in which the value of x may be equal to a but never equal to b. In this, the value of x may be equal to b but never equal to a. So that part in which we don't have the equal to sign, we can represent by small brackets, and where we have the equal sign also represent by square brackets. Now these are represented on the number line also like this. If we have the open interval, the point we plotting should not be closed like this, open. This is open interval, this is closed interval, this is open and this is closed, this is closed, open and this is closed. Where we have the circle dark shaded, it is closed, and where we have that circle not shaded, it is open. So using this we can write intervals of the subset of real numbers. Now I hope you understand the topic subsets. Subsets are the part of set. Every set is a subset of itself and phi is also a part of subset. Now if we have any set, we can calculate its subset using this formula 2 to the power n. We can know how many subsets are there and then we can write all the subsets. Now so far we have understood that sets, its representation, its type of sets, subsets, power set, universal set and intervals of subsets. Now we can do exercises up to 1.3 using these concepts. In the next part of the video, I will explain you about the Venn diagram concept and its related properties and its related applications. So up to now you try doing the problems related to 1.1, 1.2 and 1.3. See you in the next video. Thank you. Before starting the Venn diagram, we'll do some questions related to subsets and the interval form. We'll see some questions. How many elements power set contain if A equal to 5? Now as we know, 5 represents empty set that does not contain any element, means the number of element here is 0. That is, the value of n is 0. So the power set, the formula is 2 to the power n. So 2 to the power 0, something to the power 0, the value gives 1. So the number of subset it has possible is 1. So if A equal to 5, number of subsets possible is 5 only, that is 1. So we have calculated power set which is equal to 1. Now writing in the set builder form, we have a closed interval -3 to 7, which can be written as x such that -3 less than equal to x less than equal to 7. Since it is a closed interval, the symbol should be less than equal to also. Now this is open from this side and closed from this side. So this side does not contain the equal sign, and this side we have the equal sign also. Similarly in this, here we have the equal sign and here we don't have the equal sign. In this we have the open interval, so we don't have any equal sign in there. I hope you understand all these questions. Try solving exercises. We'll start Venn diagram in our next video. Thank you.